I'm ready for Jake Matthews. He's a good fighter, and he's an athletic specimen, and he's 26 years old,
Yeah.
the same age as my last opponent, Michel Piera, and you know, I look at it like this. The last dude I fought, bro, is the most athletic, backflipping, crazy dude, phenomenal athletic specimen. All
Yeah.
right, Jake's not that. And that I'm just being real. I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
being honest. Like, one dude can do backflips on his pinky toe.
Right. Right.
Like on his pinky toe. And
Yeah.
so I got Jake Matthews. I understand this dude's a mixed martial arts fighter, and his strategic game plan to execute something to take out the legend, and just try to recycle the energy into him. But it's not gonna happen, man. It's all here now.
Without being specific, obviously for strategic reasons, is there a game plan or a way you see the fight at least ending? Like, or is it gonna be just classic Diego, go out there and just pressure, and just put everything you have on it and get fight of the get fight of the night for like the 10th
Yeah,
time?
I don't think so. I think it's going. I'm at the end. I'm at the latter stages of my career. So, I'm not. I don't feel pressured to go in there and put on this great performance that I've always been putting on for the fans. There ain't gonna be no fans there. It's just me and
Right.
him.
Yep.
It's gonna be quiet, and like that's back to the Ultimate Fighter way. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Exactly. At
that's rooted,
least you did it.
ingrained
Yeah.
in us. And I'm just gonna go out there, man. I know that this guy hasn't put more time in wrestling than me, and I understand that everybody wants to be a striker nowadays, but at the end of the day, when they lock the door in the cage, it's a true mixed martial arts fight.
Yeah.
There is grabbing, there is moving, there is groundwork, there is stand work, there is distance work, and so I just feel like I have an edge and a higher fight IQ, and if you go on YouTube, you can watch Jake Matthews, his best setup and his best move is on YouTube, like
Wow.
broken down.
YouTube is the best college ever. I learned more from YouTube than I have any other school in the world. Honestly, it's amazing. Let me ask you. So I was going to ask you like your his, I guess, strengths in this fight against you. What do you think his thing is? I mean, do you think that he's putting you as the more experienced guy and he's going to be leery of that, or like where do you think he's putting your weaknesses at? I mean, you fought so many people and done so well
I
against so
don't.
many people. It's like
I
what?
don't. I don't know. I don't know where he's seeing the weaknesses. I've had guys make the mistake and say like, you know, look at the Michael Chiesa fight and be like, oh, Diego's too small for welterweight. He's too small for welterweight, and you put the right grappling game plan on him and ride him and stall him and drain him out. You got a chance to to take him out, but. And then there's the other approach. Diego's old, and his chin's been tested, and let's go out there and let's try to knock him out.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna go out there, we're gonna knock this old guy out. Like
Yeah.
he has too many miles on him. We got to go and knock him out. So I think, and then there's the third, which is let's win on points.
Yeah.
And so I this is what I see Jake Matthews thinking and trying to do. Try to be a jackrabbit, an in and out style, leg kicks, jabs, and takedowns, and try to win on points. But he can do whatever the hell he wants to do. He could think whatever the hell he wants to think. I'm coming in there, and dude, no fans, just straight up. I'm going in there to do what I do. Like I've been fighting since the trailer park, like
I know, bro.
since I was like 11 years old,
That's so
7 years old, So I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna do what I do. I'll take my experience, my wisdom, the lessons that I've learned and am learning to increase my fight IQ, to have a better understanding for this.
Right.
Because, I wasn't never really truly learning anything at Jackson Wink.
Yeah.
I was just training with a bunch of group of guys to where it was like a wrestling practice, like a wrestling room. Let's get our wrestling, let's get our drilling in, and so now I have a better understanding now, especially for the mixing of the striking and the ground. And so fighting in the transitions and going past martial arts to understanding human movement. This is, this is
Right.
everything.
Right.
You can have a better understanding for your breathing, for your moving, and put it together and be the paintbrush out there on the canvas called the UFC octagon.